Hey everybody, I'm doing a beer review of the Mr. Beer West Coast Pale Ale basic boost recipe without any additions. I apologize everybody for the audio quality. I don't have my condenser mic with me plugged in. This takes a lot of work to get it, but I hope you can still understand. But basic background, what I did: ferment for 10 days starting the second Wednesday of April. Let it ferment for about 10 days and bottled it, and then I didn't use any gravity readings, so just by basic taste you can tell when it's ready, and if it's cleared up in the keg. Let it card for about 2 weeks, and I think this will be my fourth one. I had one after the 2 weeks of conditioning time. It tasted pretty good. It had a little bit of a cider bite at the end. Then just one more week of letting it warm condition, it took that taste completely away. Then I had one about 2 weeks ago. This time I've let it be in the fridge for almost 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks Sunday if I had waited. So it's definitely got a lot of the trail on the bottom. So hopefully the cold condition that makes some difference. So with that being said, and it's about 9 weeks in the bottle at this point. So hopefully it's definitely got time to age. You got good carbonation. Nice head of smoke. Pour it down the side. Wow, that's great carbonation. Wow, sweet beer soda almost. I'll give you just slow about it. It's more carbonation than it had before. That's a pour, my bad. On the side. Okay, that's better. But it's got the head. The trick is you have to wait. This is surprising how much head, because usually when you pour it in, you get a crappy little head, up to about right there, literally. So it definitely gets better with time in terms of pour. I wasn't very careful about it, just because normally it doesn't really matter how you pour it, but it just goes to show that aging does make a better beer. And it's got very frothy, good color. It's pretty. It's very pretty actually. Pour a little bit more. All right, let's see how it smells. Definitely smell the malt. Got a little bit of a sweet smell, a little bit of a hot smell. It's not very. It's pretty balanced smelling. A little bit of a grainy smell to it. Let's see how that first tastes like. Very light bodied in the mouth, obviously, as you would expect, since it's just one can of HME. In the mouth, it's very carbonated, obviously. Let's see. In the beginning, it's just malty, and at the end, it has more of a hot bite. A little bit of a bread kind of taste. Very faint, but the hot bite comes in pretty quickly. The carbonation it makes it hard to tell the first sip, because it's overwhelming and the hops come. But it's definitely a pretty balanced beer. It's definitely better than any kind of Budweiser or anything like that. It's very tasty, I think. I think it just goes to show that even with the pretty basic, nothing fancy recipe, you can actually have a pretty decent beer. Just, as the saying goes, especially in the community, it's just the more you wait, the better it is. And just 9 weeks in the bottle. I mean, this looks like something you would get at a brew pub. I mean, you know, it's not, of course, not going to be as great, but in terms of its appearance, it's definitely worth it. I hope this review has been semi-helpful. You know, I'm not any expert. By any means, I don't pretend to, but I can tell a little bit of the basic things about it, and you know, it's a pretty good taste. And again, if you like a little bit of a hot bite at the end, it's definitely worth it. Thank you.